Let's see if he can make a play on the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to go up top. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. He is flat slinging, and Tigers hope they can put together an offense like that Deshaun Watson-led group in 2015 that went for over 5,000 yards.
Yeah, and he was so hard to stick out. He was fun to watch. You watch him scramble around, make plays with his legs. And this offense, it's kind of evolved over the years, and they've changed, but it's pretty much the same. They're going to feature their quarterback. They're going to throw the football, and he's usually a dang stud.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Getting some heat. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. The field goal is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarters, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Let's go. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it right on his guy.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Now he's going to break the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Looking for room. It's Maffa. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback checking the play. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. It's Brown. At the 40, there he goes. He goes out of bounds after a huge pickup, and he's still short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to get him on the fake.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They're trying to get to it. And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, this quarterback is going to have to be precise with his timing and his accuracy. He's already thrown a pick. That one got swatted away, guys. We're only in the first quarter. These windows are tiny to throw into.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Right on target this time. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, it's decision time now for the head coach. You probably like the play call. Third down, you're running the ball thinking you're going to get it in your own end. You don't. Now what do you do?
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he falls on top of his own fumble.
Woof, what a break by the returner. You know, he's looking to try to do some damage and make some people miss and make a big play. And he coughed that puppy up, but what a break. How fortunate is he to fall back on that football.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Floating away. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And the Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Barrels ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back and know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Line gets set. 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd half.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Release to the back. It's complete to the left. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The short hands, it's grinding stool. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. And the quick shuffle pass. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Clemson, 7.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They're going to run it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some...
He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. The throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Penn State.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slipping down the backfield, throwing the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Clemson, 7.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Looking down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 2nd down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
No, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. Could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Fires left. He makes the catch. And he's running in the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. That is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The quarterback takes a knee. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. One more snap coming before halftime. The inside handoff. Oh, the ball squirts out. And the defense has got it in there trying to pick up some yards. And he brings it back. Can you believe this? The final play of the first half. What a disaster. That might get the offensive coordinator fired at halftime. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I can...
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Off play action on first down. Lets it fly. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, he thought they would have made some...
They fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. He'll start this drive firing. They're working that left side. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Let's go! They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. If this offense can't capitalize on this field position, they are going to be kicking themselves all the way to the sideline. It's 3rd. Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
48, Clemson, 7.
Fair catch, called for and made. Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. Today, we have two of college football's elite meeting force with force in a battle of top 5 teams as two squads square off, looking to hit their stride. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. On the run, it's Etienne. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, bringing him, making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's back. Gets it out fast. Still running at the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Pulls it in. It's Etienne. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. He's going to pass. And it's picked off at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Quick handoff. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Looking to the big tight end. That is just...
On 2nd down.
Line credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Allard. Trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Safe completion on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. He's finally herded out of bounds. Really good pickup on 3rd down, and still not quite enough to move the chains. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the ground with the back. Oh, what a move. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. This crowd knows when to bring it. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And that is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Warren. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the game score.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Singleton. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That is the and go for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Offense set on 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Powers through the defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Going to the running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
To the air, it's Beck. Looking down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Going up top on 1st down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And obviously on that 3rd down situation, the running game's in play. They go RPO, but how about the defense? They were ready for it up front. Good physicality setting up 4th down.
Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Steps away. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take it.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it, buying some time. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Bulls his way forward. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw. It's back. They're bringing heat. And the missed connection on third down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. He's going to run it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down, using his legs to buy some time. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right, and you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. To throw, it's Allard. Got a man in the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the ball is picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll get rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Frazier. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's Etienne.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This will likely be the last play of the half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Got his man downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Dropping back, it's Aller. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it. Because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
I love RPOs. It puts the defense in such a bind. Are they handing it off? Are they throwing the football? How quickly can I commit to this? And you see with the RPO, it just freezes the defense for a half a second. It allows the offensive line to set those blocks up, and they're able to go get the first.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks, and make plays.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Georgia, 0.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back.
And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
That's reeled in. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They run the reverse. Makes one man miss. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
After an unproductive first half and opening drive in the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to pass, it's Beck. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On second down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Trying to throw the out route. That time, though, the QB threw it a little bit too far to the outside, and it falls incomplete.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires the pass, intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The play action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Aller. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. 1st down, 10 yards to go. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 20, he's got space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. You got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The sweet feet buy a little time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. 29 Philly. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Quarterback empties his backfield. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the field.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get them behind the sticks and win.
Oh, the ball's out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and the defense took advantage of it.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Finds his man. It's Singleton. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. He's going to pass. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Georgia, 0.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be knocked down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Makes one man miss. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point was good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. And the ball is loose on the return. Almost a disaster on that return. They'll jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball back.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the grab down the left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. 1 second, you feel your own goalpost breathing down your neck. Now you're searching for the end zone. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bell. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I will continue to feed this workhorse.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Hard running there. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Singleton. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. How good have they been on 3rd down today, and another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Allard. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Comes out throwing on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.